Believe me, sir. Get it ready. Stand up on the end of the bed and go. Realize this.
Wow. And this train am in Hillsboro. Hillsboro. See? I just drove probably, it'll be 40, 50 miles round trip to deliver 2 little toner cartridges to a customer that was 45 minutes late. I'm not sure we're making any money on this particular transaction. I'm concerned about that. But it's done now. Now I'm going to travel way out in the boonies the other direction and go tinker with somebody's printers. Look at this. There's some kind of a little pond out there. This is some kind of a road out in the boonies here. Jackson Bottom Wetlands Preserve. Look at all the people who work on that. Now, the government's doing okay in this economy, apparently. Wetlands. That land looks wet to me. It's kind of fun driving around down here in the boonies a little bit, for short periods of time. Christmas trees, you cut. Bad feeling about how my boss would feel and what his reaction to me would be if I came home with a couple of Christmas trees in the back of the company van today. There's Farmington View School, apparently. I didn't even slow down to 20 miles an hour for that one. Some kind of a farmer's dilemma out here. Guy stopped in to buy a truck that were for sale and found out if he wanted to start it up, he'd have to jump it with his little car. They'll get her done. Either that or they'll buy a different truck. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to turn here. Just as soon as the traffic eases up a little bit. That lady there doesn't exactly have a smile on her face yet today. I wish her a better day than she's had so far. See if that helps. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe grapes. They grow a lot of grapes out here. I guess the money's in wine these days. We're going to stop growing food in Washington County like we have for generations now. We're just going to go with the money and grow wine, I think. So, we may starve to death, but we'll feel good while we're doing it. There's an old barn. There's a compost pit, whether it wants to be or not. Somebody built a little house right next to the trees. That was probably smart. Grapes and Christmas trees. That's where the money is. There's a Tualatin River. I can't really see it, can you? It's down there. Oh, there it is. Speaking of rivers, now we're going to turn right on River Road. My goodness, where are we? I really don't know. But it doesn't matter. I mean, bicycle hit that building kind of hard, didn't it? But, oh, here. Tractors on the road next 2 3/4 miles. After that, there will be no tractors on the road. There's an old barn. I guess we just use the barns until they fall down. Seems like a good approach, really. A little bit of a chore to dig that last load of hay out after the barn fell on it, but you might even be able to see it coming when you're as close to it as these guys are. forest, huh? There's some kind of pasture land there. You can't put that in a wine bottle. Here's some freshly cultivated dirt. Here we have a whole bunch of llamas, no, alpacas. Those are sheep. Those are more alpacas, I guess. You can learn to fly here, Twin Oaks Air Park. I wouldn't mind learning how to fly. Well, this is more fun than sitting in traffic, you know it? Those little white things must be some sort of modern day scarecrow. This here is an old-fashioned mode of transportation. Okay, I don't know where we are now, but we sure are here. Look at all that. Outhouse, backhoe, and all. Farm store, it says. Some kind of farm store. There's a little house over there that's... They must have had some ornery kids or something. They built the bedroom way up high up above the house so they couldn't have to listen to them. Oh, look at that. They painted some boats on the road here. So I would notice this curve coming up. That's pretty nice. Speed bumps of a different nature. I don't mind those. They serve a useful purpose, I think. You know, if somebody's about to doze off and fall asleep at the wheel, at least they wouldn't do it going around that corner, you know. Something there. Old Grange building or something. That's interesting. They sell honey out here too. Honey, wine, and Christmas trees. 2 of those things you'll find in the Bible. Now we are going to turn right on Roy Rogers Road. How many times have you got to do that in your life on YouTube? That giant Santa Claus up there. For heaven's sake. Hey, Roy Rogers Road. I was just sitting there thinking, that's dangerous with the camera on. Oh, for heaven's sake. It says I'm only 6 minutes away from where I'm going. How about that? I run on that track when I was a kid. A couple of years ago. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun. Way beyond the blue. There are some things you just can't do with your imagination. You can only try. But gratefully, when you start doing things like that with the stuff that God promised us, it's encouraging just to try. I feel uplifted by the process. Well, you try it. Laugh at me. This is beautiful downtown Tigard. You can go down there if you want to, but I'm gonna pass it by myself. There's St. Anthony's School. I've never been in there. Why didn't somebody on the internet tell me that I had that thing in my ear when I was vlogging? I'd rather not have it in my ear when I'm driving. It's going to help me out the most. Or when I'm awake even would be good. I surely don't want it in there when I'm asleep. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun, way beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do remember me. This is a good song for people that have trouble remembering complicated lyrics. Do Lord, oh do remember me. He way beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue. Nice move. Some lady talking on a cell phone in the middle of her car, driving, talking on a cell phone. Can you figure out what in the world people think about? That's against the law. It'll take them weeks to get a law passed against vlogging when you're driving. But I suppose if they see me running around town like this doing it in the company van, it'll expedite the process. I don't remember saying anything about Christmas trees in my Bible. Oh, for heaven's sake, I've got a phone call. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll see you in a little while then. Bye. Now I plumb forgot what in the world we were talking about here on YouTube. If I could get my employer to quit pestering me, we could do a better job of vlogging. No, we wouldn't. I'd still just blurt through life just like I always do.